If you are trying to buy your first home in 2026, you already know the intense financial pressure paralyzing the market right now. For decades, parents and grandparents have passed down the same financial advice. Renting is just paying your landlord's mortgage. They tell you that if you rent, you are throwing your money away. Those rules were written for a completely different economy. Today, the national median home price sits at $420,000. If you want a basic condo in a major market like Toronto, you are looking at $500,000 to over $1 million. The barrier to entry goes beyond the sticker price. With fixed mortgage rates currently hovering between 3.8% and 4.4%, the sheer cost of borrowing that capital is a massive hurdle. When you run the actual numbers for 2026, renting is no longer financial waste. It is a mathematically valid wealth preservation strategy. Buying a home is a forced savings plan. It requires a long time horizon to offset the massive upfront friction of the purchase. To compare renting and buying accurately, you have to measure unrecoverable costs. This is the money that disappears from your account every month without building a single cent of equity. This graphic shows a mathematical framework called the 5% rule. It breaks down the true unrecoverable costs of home ownership into 3 distinct wedges. The largest component is a 3% cost of capital. In the early years of your mortgage, this is heavily front-loaded interest paid to the bank. Next is the 1% average for property taxes. While this varies locally, Toronto is roughly 0.6%. It is a guaranteed ongoing expense. Finally, you calculate a 1% maintenance cost. For condo owners, this covers your monthly strata fees, unit insurance, and eventual special assessments. The math works like this. Take the total purchase price of the home, multiply it by 5%, and divide by 12. That number is your monthly break-even rent. Look at this side-by-side bar chart calculating the math for a $700,000 condo. The total unrecoverable cost to own that specific unit is roughly $2,900 every single month. If you can rent a comparable unit for less than that break-even figure, you are mathematically throwing money away by choosing to buy. There is a hidden financial sacrifice to ownership called opportunity cost. To buy, you need to lock up a 20% down payment from $140,000 to $200,000 into a single illiquid asset. The primary advantage of doing this is leverage. You gain control of a $900,000 property using a fraction of your own cash. The primary advantage of renting is liquidity. Keeping your down payment in the stock market, like an S&P 500 index fund held within a TFSA, generates compounding, tax-free returns that historically average 6% to 9% annually. This split-screen chart tracks net worth trajectories over 25 years. A leveraged real estate purchase and an initial stock market investment often end up closely matched over the long term. But there is a behavioral reality to this. The renter only matches the homeowner's wealth if they possess the extreme discipline to invest the difference between their rent and a mortgage payment every single month. The true cost of homeownership must include the compounding stock market returns you sacrifice by burying your liquid capital in concrete. The rent versus buy math scales drastically depending on the purchase price of the property. This matrix chart compares the cost for an entry-level $500,000 condo. At the $500,000 mark, the unrecoverable costs of buying and the cost of renting a similar unit are virtually tied. Watch what happens when we expand the chart to a premium $900,000 condo. The unrecoverable ownership costs soar past $3,600 a month. Renting the exact same unit costs roughly $3,200. The buyer is losing $400 a month on unrecoverable expenses alone. This happens because the rent-to-price ratio distorts at the end. Ultimately, there is one metric that overrides all the other math: your personal time horizon. Take the 3 to 5 year nomad. This is someone who might switch jobs, cities, or require more space in a few years. This decision flowchart maps the penalties of selling a home within 5 years. You trigger severe financial frictions: land transfer taxes, CMHC insurance, and realtor commissions. These upfront transaction costs completely erase early principal paydown, guaranteeing a net financial loss compared to renting. Now look at the 10-year settler. This is someone establishing long-term roots. The long-term mechanics favor buying. You lock in fixed housing costs, avoid 3% annual rent hikes, and give your equity the required time to compound. The 10-year settler endures higher upfront monthly costs today, specifically to guarantee wealth building and lifestyle stability tomorrow. The rent versus buy decision is never a binary right or wrong. It is a math equation solved entirely by your time horizon and your target price point. If this breakdown helped you evaluate your options, hit subscribe and share this video with anyone else navigating the 2026 housing market.